Hi, good evening. This is Monique Blessed. Many of you all have seen my commentary under different videos. I had a conversation with my aunt this evening that, excuse me, I'm somewhat disturbed by. Well, maybe that's not the right word. Let me just get into it and tell you all what I mean. My aunt is 76, and you all know that I'm 53. And we had a conversation about black male female relationships. And, she said to me, the black community makes black women suffer for doing well, for going to school, getting a degree, maybe a few degrees, having excellent credit, buying a home and what have you. The black community makes black women suffer for doing that, and they will probably end up being by themselves. And I said, why? And she said, because black men can't impress women like that. They need to be with the woman that they can buy, let's say, a loaf of bread for and a loaf of bread and some milk for, and they're impressed. She said, you can do all that for yourself. You have your car, your degrees, your home, what have you. And so they're intimidated by you. So I said to her, why does it seem like Shaquisha, sorry if your name is Shaquisha, but Shaquisha has a man, and Diane or Michelle or Margaret, I'm trying to think of very traditional, almost Victorian names, is single. And she said, well, that's why. That's why. And I'm thinking, wow, this goes way back with black men. Because my aunt is 76. She said I would get great jobs in the 70s, late 60s, jobs with salaries that were competitive with white women. And she said black men were terrified of me, very intimidated by me. The only time they're comfortable is when they can drag you down to their level. And what caused this conversation was something else that I'll make another video about. But I'd like to know your thoughts about this. That the black community makes black women who do well. Not when I say well, I'm not talking about rich. Well, yeah, I'm going to throw that in there too. Makes them suffer, and that they will probably go the longest being manless or without male companionship. That is those that have access to mostly black men anyway. Even though they may be open, all they really have access to because of the circles they travel in and maybe the communities they're in, they only have access to black men. Auntie was saying that the black community makes those women suffer the most because of the intimidation factor. And the woman who lives in the projects, who has 3 kids by 2 different baby daddies, will probably have a man. I'd like to know your thoughts about that. What do you think about it? It's late and I'm kind of tired, so I hope you all can make out what I'm saying, but I don't know. I find what she's saying to be very true. I think about myself and women that I've known through the years, and those that did well for themselves had a lot of issues with black men. It wasn't like, well, they did well for themselves and they found the right black man. No, that didn't happen at all. So what is that? Low self-esteem in black men? I know of black women that have done well and got involved with a black man who eventually tore them down and then moved on. But I don't know. It's all very disturbing to me. I definitely have opened up my dating options, but I'll talk about that in other videos. But would love to know your thoughts. Have a good night. Bye now.